E3 info for Microsoft and Ubisoft, more news about Fallout 76, and Pubg suing Fortnite. Hey guys, welcome to Sync Week 2 for May 25th to June 1st, 2018. If you speak Spanish, click the eye in the upper right hand corner for a translated video. I'm Luke, and let's get started. For the first story, last Thursday we got a teaser from Ubisoft featuring their new Far Cry 5 DLC, Hours of Darkness. In the teaser we got a few short glimpses into what the gameplay is going to look like in this Vietnam War based DLC. Far Cry 5 Hours of Darkness comes out next week on June 5th. Total War, Warhammer 2's new free expansion titled Alithanar, is set to be available on May 31st alongside the new paid expansion, the Queen and the Crone Lord Pack. Remember that show you loved as a kid, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Well, guess who's voicing Alithanar? Yep, that's right, the one and only Dylan Sprouse. If you're wondering how that happened, be sure to check out the links in the description. In a recent update, Stenrock Studios shared some more information regarding Battle Right's Battle Royale mode. It was revealed that in addition to looking for items and gear on the island, you will also have to find your spells and character abilities as well. On top of that, you'll also have to be on the lookout for new equipment and consumable items. Equipment increases stats such as movement speed, health, and etc., and come in a hierarchy of tiers. The Battle Royale team gave out a lot of information regarding the Battle Royale mode, so if you want to learn more, again, check out the links. On last week's episode, we discussed the possibility of a Yakuza 3 remaster, and just like that, a new trailer was released showing off some of the gameplay for the PS4. With this trailer, I would say it's safe to assume that Yakuza 4 and 5 will also be getting a remaster too. I'd love to tell you more what's happening, but I don't speak Japanese, so I can't translate the trailer, but I imagine it's gonna be nuts. Last Thursday, the new City Skylines DLC titled Park Life was released. Along with it, we got a new release trailer showcasing all of its new features from the DLC. From zoos to amusement parks, you can now fulfill your lifelong dream of becoming a park manager in your very own city. Ubisoft made a blog post displaying some information regarding their E3 lineup. They said that they will be, and I'm paraphrasing, giving updates on some of our biggest games, including Beyond Good and Evil 2, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, Skull and Bones, Starlink Battle for Atlas, Transference, new For Honor content, and more. End quote. We're just going to have to wait to see exactly what shows up, but I'm personally hoping for an official gameplay trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2, as well as some more information regarding Tom Clancy's The Division 2. To help regulate what kids are playing these days, Steam might possibly include a parental consent feature for players under the age of 16. This might be similar to a Club Penguin feature we saw, where if you wanted to play, you would have to use your parents' email or put in a PIN code, similar to what we already have for Steam's Family Share feature. However, I'm sure that kids and teenagers will be able to bypass this feature once they get the code from their parents. A tweet from Battlefield 5's official Twitter addressed community concerns about the game. The dev team showed a commitment to the game that DICE popularized in their past Battlefield games. The addition of player customization and expanding gameplay shows an expansion of the Battlefield series. DICE tried to set itself aside with the FPS genre with their offering of large-scale aerial and ground combat. Question is, will these additions of player choice impact the game in any way? What do you think? Developer TinyBuild came out with a launch trailer for their new game, Graveyard Keeper, showing off some of the various features in the game where you get to build and manage your very own graveyard. I'm assuming this game is similar in its own respect to Stardew Valley, where you're generally managing a plot of land, crawling through dungeons for loot, selling stuff, and more. If you're into that, check out the full trailer below. No Sims game would be complete without a Seasons expansion, and since The Sims 4's release, it was only a matter of time before it got its very own Seasons expansion, which is available June 22nd, 2018. For those of you unfamiliar with the Sims universe, the Seasons expansions include, well, seasons. Winter, spring, summer, fall, along with various seasonal activities for you and your virtual slaves to partake in. Better late than never is the application for our next story. Telltale posted a blog post with a splash screen for The Wolf Among Us Season 2, stating in the post, The Wolf Among Us 2, based on Bill Willingham's award-winning Fable comic series from DC Vertigo imprint, will launch in 2019 rather than the later half of 2018. With the original Wolf Among Us release date of October 11th, 2013, having the release 5 to 6 years later is better than ever. I will 100% be picking this up as I was a huge fan of the first. It was revealed last week that Microsoft's E3 press conference is expected to be 2 hours long this year. Microsoft is boasting it to be their, quote, greatest E3 show ever. It is so big that they aren't even using their own E3 floor, and instead using their own theater across the street to showcase everything that they have to offer this year. Compared to the usual runtime of 90 minutes, what could they possibly have in store for us this year? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Killer 7, which came out for the PlayStation 2 back in July of 2005, is getting a remaster 13 years later for the PC. I personally never played the original, but if the reviews are good, I might check this one out. It is already on the Steam store if you want to check it out with some screenshots. The remaster comes out fall 2018. Sea of Thieves developer Rare released a new free DLC titled The Hungering Deep last Tuesday. This new expansion features a temporary campaign along with various new items such as a drum, a speaking trumpet, flags, and new cosmetic scars and tattoos for your character. Seeing that when the game first came out, it was lacking a lot in terms of gameplay, it's good to see them acknowledge that and add additional content for free. Dragon Ball Legends received a full animated trailer, and at first glance, it really looks cool. But let me ask you a question real quick. What do you think this game is gonna be? A fighting game most likely, right? Well, in reality, it looks like a card game for your iPhone. Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are. Jumping to VR news for a second, Budget Cuts is coming out very soon, and with it, the release trailer was published. It looks like a lot of fun, throwing knives at robots, hiding from said robots, and solving puzzles. By the trailer, it looks like critics are really enjoying it, and it might be worth checking out. Budget Cuts comes out May 31st on Steam for the Vive and Rift, so by the time you're seeing this video, it's already out. Exciting news for fans of both the Dark Souls series and Grand Theft Auto 5. A modder delving into Dark Souls Remastered found a file left over from the development of Bloodborne. This modder found the upper Cathedral Ward level of Bloodborne nearly complete minus the exterior. This prompted many questions as why a Bloodborne area sat inside the levels of Dark Souls. Lance McDonald, a known Souls series data miner, speculates that its creation dates back to the original Dark Souls. Another modder, who goes by Drop Off, took this model and ported it over to Grand Theft Auto 5 using a series of community-provided programs. Now anyone can drive around the stone walls of the upper Cathedral Ward with Rockstar's trio of anti-heroes. On Tuesday, May 29th, EVE Online launched its brand new expansion titled Into the Abyss, the most prominent feature being the instanced PvE area known as the Abyssal Dead Space. This new area allows the pilots of New Eden to encounter new challenges. Pilots can take on a site with the goal of clearing it within the 20-minute limit, aimed at streamers, content creators, and PvE players. The challenges inside these sites reward the pilots handsomely, including items that allow players to roll stats on ship modules for an edge in battle, and blueprints for trig volley and weapons and ships. New content plus quality of life changes show that EVE is here to stay. Last Friday, according to an article from the Korea Times, Pubg has filed a copyright violation lawsuit against Fortnite developer Epic Games. It appears that they are claiming that the UI and items in Fortnite were copied from their previous game, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. What makes this interesting to me is that they are literally biting the hand that's feeding them. Pubg is running on Epic Games' engine called Unreal. It is also known that Fortnite is trying to enter the Asian Battle Royale scene, which is currently being dominated by Pubg. To put this into perspective, in November of 2017, nearly 50% of the entire Pubg player base was playing from China. That's 50% of almost 2 million players daily from China. So it's also possible to see Pubg is trying to keep Fortnite out of China. They announced a trailer for the new LEGO DC Supervillains was shown on the 30th, and in it, we can see Joker, Harley Quinn, the Reverse Flash, and Poison Ivy. For this, it seems like LEGO is taking a step in a new direction, letting the villains take the front stage rather than having them be the antagonists. LEGO DC Supervillains comes out October 16th, 2018. A brand new Mega Man game, titled Mega Man 11, received a pre-order trailer showing off some of the gameplay. It looks like Mega Man is getting some new tools and weapons to use in the game. New bosses were revealed as well, including Fuse Man and Block Man. Mega Man 11 is available October 2nd, 2018 for the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Following a very long live stream from Bethesda featuring a dabbing Vault Boy, came a teaser for Bethesda's new game titled Fallout 76. Not much is known at this time about the title, but one thing that we know is that Vault 76 was the first vault to be opened after the bombs fell, only about 20 years later. This leaves a possibility that this game is going to take place before any of the previous Fallout games. On Tuesday, we got an excellent surprise from Nintendo revealing the newest addition to the Pokemon series, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Edition, available for the Nintendo Switch on November 16th, 2018. The reveal trailer showed a lot of the gameplay and went over many of the new features. The most notable, however, being a new controller called the Pokeball Plus. This new controller will be able to replace the Joy-Con while playing. Along with that, you'll be able to store Pokemon in the Pokeball Plus and carry them around with you. You'll also be able to catch Pokemon in the game itself by using motion controls built into the Pokeball Plus, using a throwing motion with the Pokeball in your hand. Pokemon Let's Go also seems to integrate Pokemon Go into the gameplay, allowing you to transfer Pokemon caught on your phone to the Switch. I personally have been waiting for a Pokemon game to come out ever since I got mine at launch, and it really does seem like Nintendo has gone above and beyond on this one. Alright, transitioning into releases, this is what came out this week. Harvest Moon, Light of Hope came out May 29th on PS4, Switch, and PC. Agony came out May 29th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection came out May 29th on PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Ikaruga came out May 29th on the Switch. Sega Genesis Classics came out May 29th for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. SPINTIRES Mud Runner The Ridge, a DLC which came out May 29th for PC. Moonlighter came out Xbox One, PS4, PC, Switch, Mac, and Linux. Dragon Ball FighterZ Fuse Zamasu, a DLC, came out May 31st. Budget Cuts came out May 31st for Oculus Rift and HTC Vive. Total War Warhammer 2, The Queen and Crone DLC came out May 31st. So that's it for this week of Sync. This episode was the result of our team of 6's super talented people, and I gotta thank them for all the work that they did. With that said, we hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Now I have a question. What have you been playing this week? I just finished Detroit Become Human, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna spoil anything about it, but I did manage to kill off one of my main characters by mistake on their first scene, so I do have to play it again and get their complete storyline. I think it might be one of the best looking games that I've ever played. God of War held that spot with its release, and I'm surprised to see it get taken so quickly. If you guys played it, what do you think about it? Anyway, thanks so much for watching this episode of Sync. We upload a new video each and every Friday at around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Since this is our second episode, we got some invaluable feedback on our first episode, and we hope that we fixed up some of the problems that we had. If you have any criticism regarding Sync, I'd love if you would leave a comment letting us know what it is, as we want to make Sync the best we possibly can. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday.